Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with the U and not an E. So don't get it twisted, okay? Anywho, how you like my little ears? Last week they were little reindeers. This week they're big old reindeer ears. And they got my little Christmas bell on and my Christmas shirt. And this time I got regular britches. I have a Christmas earring. Christmas all over the place, huh? Anywho, today is episode 44. M&M cookies, baby. M&M cookies. Oh, and I mean, they're simply delicious. So, I got a little secret for you. Now, I hadn't made M&M cookies in many, many moons. And that was before I made things a little healthier. So, this is the very first time that I've made this version of the M&M cookies. And, baby, let me tell you. They doing a good thing, okay? You're going to love them, I'm telling you. Grandma Hershey won't steer you wrong on purpose now. You know that. Okay, so anywho, I compared, I always Google to compare Grandma Hershey's products with others' products. So today, I Googled for the average, the nutrition for the average 3-inch M&M cookie. That was yesterday when I did it. Anywho, today you'll get the results. So, what we got on Grandma Hershey's calories for one 3-inch cookie is 89.7. Whereas nutritionics.com said that the average cookie is 141 calories. Then Grandma Hershey's saturated fat was 1.7 grams. And theirs was 3 grams. I said that. Live show, you get your bloopers here. The sodium in Grandma Hershey cookies is 43.3 milligram, and theirs is 96. The carbs in Grandma Hershey's M&Ms are 12.1, and that's mostly because those M&Ms, and theirs is 19. In your face, nutritionics. And then Grandma Hershey's sugar in her cookies are 7.9 grams, and theirs is 12. So who's got the healthier version of the M&M cookie? What? Grandma Hershey? Me, Grandma Hershey. Anywho, Grandma Hershey told you now she was going to work that thing out. That's one thing Grandma Hershey gonna try to do is get you a healthier version so you can enjoy food too. Okay, and it's gotta taste good. We don't play that around here. No nasty food in this kitchen. Okay, so anywho, we're gonna make this recipe. No, first I gotta tell you about the cream of tartar. Okay, so last week we used cream of tartar in the snickerdoodles, right? Episode 43. Well, that's what Grandma Hershey researched today. Was the uses of the cream of tartar. I remember we used to use it to make lemon meringue. I didn't really know why. I just know they said you got to put cream of tartar. So Grandma Hershey looked it up for you. She's going to give you some fun facts. All right. So this was medically reviewed by Kim Rose Francis, who is a RDN, a CDCES, a CNSC, and an LD. Okay. She got all kind of credentials. And the report was by Ariane Lang. Hope I said your name right, Ariana. And she has BSc and an MBA in nutrition. So they must know a thing or two. So Grandma Hershey, trust them. All right. So she said, cream of tartar is a baking ingredient. Baking, not bacon. Got my country grammar going. Baking ingredient. Also used as a household cleaning agent. Wow. I didn't even know that. It may provide some health benefits, such as relieving migraines or helping quit smoking. Get you some cream of tartar. And 1 teaspoon has only 8 calories. Okay. Now, cream of tartar is also known as potassium bitartrate. Grandma Hershey feels smart. Or potassium acid tartrate, which is naturally present in wine. It comes from wine. It is what it does is crystallizes and forms deposit at the bottom of the wine cask during the fermentation process. So it comes from a plant-based food. Wine is made of grapes. Okay. Cream of tartar is an additive classified by the Food and Drug Administration and recognized as safe if it's used as intended. And we're going to use them in these M&M cookies, okay? So, also, it's an anti-caking agent. It prevents lumps caused by moisture in powdered or granulated ingredients. Grandma Hershey's going to start putting this in all her cakes and cookies, okay? It's an antimicrobial agent. Woo, we getting smart around here. It prevents the growth of microorganisms such as bacteria or fungi. This cream of tartar, oh man, I should have looked this up a long time ago. It's a leavening agent. It helps the dough to rise by releasing carbon dioxide from the baking soda. I kept trying to figure out why we got to put baking soda in here. No. It's a control agent for pH. It changes or maintains the pH level of a product. And it's also a stabilizer and a thickener. Structures and thickens your recipes and food products. That cream of tartar is a bad you know what. Shut your mouth. Bakers often use it in baked goods by mixing it with egg whites to create stiff peaks in the meringue. That's why you use it in the meringue. And it prevents the formation of sugar crystals. Man, who'd have thought? It can be a substitute for buttermilk to baking powder and lemon juice in your favorite recipes. So if you're missing buttermilk or lemon juice or baking powder and you need some of that, you can substitute your cream of tartar. Now, I don't know the exact measurements, so you're going to have to Google that yourself, okay? Now, the last thing Grandma Hershey's going to tell you, cleaning agent. You can use cream of tartar as a cleaning agent around the house. You can use it as appliance polish. You can mix 1 part cream of tartar with 4 parts of white vinegar. It'll create a paste, and you can polish stainless steel, aluminum, and silver appliances. It's a rust remover. You can use it as a rust remover by mixing it with hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and let it sit on the rusty areas for an hour and wipe it clean. And the last tip is also good for a stain remover. Applying cream of tartar on a damp stain may help you remove difficult stains before washing your clothes. Man, I tell you, and it's not expensive. So, hey, if you want a copy of this, just hit me up. Grandmahursheycooks@gmail.com, and I will gladly send you one. Okay? Anywho, let's move on to making these dough cookies because I'm drooling. I tell you, when you see them, you're going to be drooling too. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 350. All right. Then you're going to take your cookie sheet, your baking pan, or whatever you're using, and put some parchment paper, not wax paper, parchment paper. All right. That way you don't have to do the oil and butter and flour, whatever stuff you be doing. You don't have to do all that. Just put this paper on there. And I tell you, at Amazon have a nice pack that's a lot of them is in there, and it will go a long ways, and it's not expensive. Okay, it's definitely cheaper than the grocery store, trust me. Okay, so then after you put that on there, then in a large mixing bowl, you're going to put, you know, my beautiful sister's suggestion, I'm still doing it, you're going to put a half a stick of unsalted butter and a half a stick of margarine, okay, into the bowl. And that equals 1 stick. So if you don't want one or the other, then just put a whole stick of the one you want. All right. But this way you're going to get a little less salt, and you're also going to have a little healthier product instead of just having all margarine or all unsalted butter, because butter is heavy in fat. So you're going to mix it up and you have a happy medium. Okay, anywho, let's put that to the side. Then you're going to take your sugars, which we have 3/4 cup of date sugar. And I went online to Amazon last night and had to order some more. Grandma Hershey cooking. So order some more. And that's the best place I've seen as far as prices, okay? And I ordered this 2-pack. So it was the cheapest of all. So anywho, that you'll get 2 1-pound bags of date sugar. All right. And what did it come to? Like $14 or something. In the grocery store, you're gonna pay 10 or 12 bucks for that. Okay. So then I used 3/4 cups of regular sugar. So like I told you on last week, if you don't like dates, or if you're allergic to dates, use the brown sugar. I mean, coconut sugar. If you're allergic to that, use the brown sugar. Then you're going to reverse your regular sugar and change it out for whatever sweetener that you use. Okay. So we're going to put these in here with this margarine and this butter. Woohoo! And then we're going to turn on the good old mixer. So you know Grandma Hershey zipped it when she have this mixer on. All right. So here we go. Just take a look and just see how it works. Okay. Kind of dusty. That's that date sugar. That day sugar is a little dusty. So if you weren't white, you might want to put on an apron. Okay. If you weren't all black, you still might want to put on an apron. Okay. So anywho, now, so really what it does is come out kind of crumbly, like if you're making biscuits when you're using the date sugar. But that's okay, because we're gonna hit this sucker with 2 large eggs. Okay, room temperature. Mm-hmm. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor or extract, whatever you can afford, boo. This is your cookies, and I want you to love them, okay? So this is going to really make it cream the rest of the way, all right? So let's do that. Zip it. All right. See how creamy that came out now? Those eggs don't play. Okay, next, we're going to mix our flours together. So we have 1 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of sorghum flour, and a 1/2 cup of, this time we use the tapioca flour because it's a little smoother than the coconut flour. And so, and they both taste good. So anyway, I decided to use this one instead, but you can use the other one. It won't hurt nothing. You know, it's basically the same snickerdoodle recipe, just a different flour. And it don't have the cinnamon and the sugar dilly. So anywho, because basically to me, a snickerdoodle is just a sugar cookie with some cinnamon and some flour. And all M&M's is another sugar cookie with some M&M's. So anywho, we're gonna put them. We want to kind of put that tapioca flour at the bottom because it's going to flare up more than that date sugar. And now you really will have something going on. Oh, I'm leaving some of my almond flour. We don't want to leave no man behind. We need all our stuff. Shoes, that might make a cookie. We don't want to leave nothing out. Nathan, as my brother say. All right. So I'm going to kind of stir it a little because I don't want that flour flying up everywhere. So I'm going to stir it a little bit. Can you see me stirring? Stir it up some. Get that incorporated. Ooh, still jumping out. Lord, I tell you. Okay, here we go. We're going to get this into cookie batter consistency. All right. Okay, there we go. right. Just trying to get away from it. Not today. And what you want to do, if you want to scrape underneath that dough, make sure you got all the flour. Because see, there's usually always some little bit left. Because this has thickened up somewhat to a cookie dough consistency. And I want to get all the flour in there. Okay. All right. Now, what I did not do. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Blooper time. This is going to go in there. But this supposed to went in with the flour. And that's a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. A fourth did I say the kosher salt already? Nope. A fourth teaspoon of our kosher salt. And that teaspoon of cream of tartar. Grandma Hershey got carried away. We got to get that in there. Yeah, we got to get that in there. We don't need no problems. Okay. I don't need no problem. I told you it's a live show. You get your bloopers here. I'm just thankful that I remember before it was too late. One time, I had made this cake, and I forgot to put the margarine in there. And I had already poured it into the pan. All of a sudden, I remember, I didn't put the margarine in. So I just melted that margarine, poured it on top, and smoothed it on over. And that was a delicious cake. So we're going to do this just a little bit to get that in there good. I don't want no cookies falling apart. We don't want no cookies falling apart. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Last week it was my britches, and this week it's my brain. Anywho, now we got this cookie dough consistency. So now that's the fun part, and we add our M&Ms. So you're using 1 cup of plain M&Ms, okay? And what I did at the grocery store, they had the big little bag of the fun size on sale for half price. So I got that because the regular price was outlandish. So it was 12 fun packs equals 1 cup. As long as you get 1 cup's worth, baby, whichever way you do it. So if you get the regular pack that's in the little grocery aisle when you check out, then you would need 6 packs of those, because one of those is about half of one of those is about the size of the fun pack. Okay, so we got our 1 cup of M&Ms, and we are going to stir that in, because what's an M&M cookie without an M&M? Oh man, yes, and it looks so fun. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It looks like fun over here. See that? All those colors. It looks like, well, you can have your children do it. Stir it in for you. They're gonna love it. Just make sure they don't take all the M&Ms while they putting it in. You know how kids are. Even the big kids, you know how we are too. Okay, so now Grandma Hershey gonna put on her glove, because the kitchen angels told me when they was making those cookies last night that when they was taking the dough out of the spoon, that it was sticking to their fingers. So you know Grandma Hershey don't like all that. We're gonna put this to the side. Now what we gonna do is we're gonna take a tablespoon of the dough, and then we're gonna get it out of there. You have to see what they mean. It feels a little sticky. And then you don't have to roll these like we did the snickerdoodles. Oh, we're just gonna put them on the cookie sheet. Let's see, put one over further for you so you can see it on the cookie sheet. And we're gonna just slightly smash it to the length that we want, okay? Because the height that we want, because the xanthan gum is not going to allow it to spread out like the regular, okay? But that's what we do. And I mean, they come out really good. And you want your M&Ms facing up, all right? So you definitely want these gloves. Those gloves on, good Lordy. So, I did last week. So remember, I had put my gloves on, and I had mashed down those snickerdoodles with my fingers, right? So grandson came and he said, Grandma, are these fingers on these cookies? I said, if you'd been watching the show, you'd have known I had my gloves on to do it. Yes, they're my fingers. But it was hilarious. I'm going to do one more for you. And then we're going to taste what the angels done. Okay, the kitchen angels, what they done. All right. So we're going to put this one over here. And we got to put some M&Ms on top because they're not going to move either. They're just going to be delicious. They're going to sit there, look pretty and cute. Can you see those? If I didn't have all these doggone containers on here, I could sure pick up the pan. Anyway, you can see the colors. All right. So now Grandma Hurshey's going to take this glove off and I'll make the rest of these after we done. All right. Because time is of the essence right here. We don't have all night. All right. So let's see what the kitchen angels done. Woohoo, you see that? I tell you, remind me of being a kid. So, Grandma Hurshey gonna take this one to taste. Here we go. Make sure it's not poison. M&M cooking. Nice and soft. Oh man, I'm telling you, we're gonna put that on the hook on list in the book. Okay. You know, gotta take one for the team. Here we go. Sinfully delicious. Anywho, peoples ain't got none of them else. So, what Grandma Hurshey needs you to do right now, hit that thumbs up button when they look like that. Then, if you have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Then click the back bell. That way, every time Grandma Hurshey come on, you will know it. Okay? And then at the end of this show, which is going to be in a couple minutes, I need you to share this with everybody you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your neighbors, and share it with your enemies. Because everybody got to eat. We got to feed the world. Okay? So I want to do a shout out to my granddaughter. She want me to say her nickname, which is Tuka, my lovely Tuka. And my good friend Leonard, my good friend Najee, my beautiful sister and my beautiful niece, to my good friend Deborah, my pastor and his wife, the other little short woman. Don't tell I told you. And to my brother Hurley, we have the same namesake. I'm the oldest, he's the youngest. First shall be first, last shall be last. Nope, that's not how it works. First shall be last and last shall be first. I know how I go. Anywho, then I want to wish a good friend of mine. I've known him for a long, long time. His birthday is today. Happy birthday, Fred. And may you have many more. And then if there was anyone in the last 7 days who had a birthday, I'm saying happy birthday to you too, boo. All right. So next week, we're going to do cookies. We're going to have chocolate mint and we're going to have peppermint. And we're doing mint cookies next week. All right. And that's going to be the end of our Christmas cookies, because the week after that, I'm going to actually do that macaroni and cheese for your Christmas dinner. All right. So I just thank you for stopping by. And I truly can't wait to see you next week when we do those mint cookies. And let me know about these M&M cookies. You need to make them. I'm telling you, they are really good. And I will see you next week at 5:30, boo. Mwah! Have a good week.